Hello everyone and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. So today we have the Legend of Zelda Any Percent No Up+A Battle for Hyrule Tournament 2023 Championship Round 2 between TheDoctorBlue and GSR. So on commentary we will have Bilik and Why Must You Hate Me. So thanks everyone and have a great race.
What is going on, Zelda world? We have a very highly anticipated match coming up for you tonight in the second round of bracket play in the championship bracket versus JSR and TheDoctorBlue. These guys go way back. They've known each other for a long time. They're both top runners, and it's going to get wild in here. And I am with my boy Bilik. What's up, Bilik?
What's up, Yumi? Very excited for this race. We've got JSR number 6 on the C1 any percent no up a leaderboard with a 28-26 PB. We've got the TheDoctorBlue at number 20 with a 29-17. Two very impressive times. So we're going to see a great race here. This is going to be very competitive, I think.
Absolutely. These guys are both top players in the world. There is no doubt. TheDoctorBlue is more of a... He's been good for a while, but it's more recent of him climbing up the ladder a little bit. JSR, the more experienced runner. At least he's been a little faster longer, but it's going to be interesting to see if TheDoctorBlue playing actively a little bit more is going to affect this race, and JSR kind of just de-rusting. But the first thing we're going to see here is they're both level 3 manipulators. So TheDoctorBlue already misses a scroll, so he's off. Let's see if JSR gets a pattern here. We will know as soon as he gets into this first Zol room. And we have Steak Sauce. JSR is on a manip. He's on the original Steak Sauce manip. He's going to go right, stab up. You'll see the drill. So he's going to be getting out of 3, most likely very fast unless he messes something up. He's still on through the first factor. He's played the game frame perfectly thus far. He's going to stab through this, or bop through this key. I forgot he does fast Steak Sauce. So if all goes well, you're going to see JSR getting out of here to 205, 206, unless he gets trolled by Manhandla. But he actually takes manipulations all the way to Manhandla, and he is still on right now. So this is pretty cool. I'm going to kind of focus on his side for a sec, but it looks like Doc. Did Doc get the first bomb? I didn't see, Bill.
Yeah, Doc took three enemies to get the first one, so he got the static drop.
Oh, man. You got to be careful here. He's got to be real careful. Meanwhile, I am pretty sure JSR is still on manip. He definitely made it to the raft. Let's see. I'm not sure if that's... I'm not sure. I know Nutter Butter won. I'm not sure. Oh, yep. He's still on it. He's still on it. Wild. I feel like I might have saw some grid in there, but I could be wrong. We'll see if he does a funny walk here. If he does, yeah, I think he's off. Yeah, he's off. But he got a nice manhandler, so he is out, and he is out fast. Meanwhile, Doc is he's in a very scary spot here. He's only going to have 2 bombs for Manhandla and a half heart, so obviously he cannot be touched. We'll see if Manhandla cooperates for him here. And it's a right Manhandla. He must have... Oh, man. Oh, how good. I love to see it. Love to see it. All right, man. They're both out. They're both out deathless through level 3. JSR is considerably faster, being he got the manipulations. But, I mean, if you're TheDoctorBlue, you're happy with this in a race as far as the 3 time.
Yeah, it's good to see them both get relatively cleanly out of 3. Hate to see somebody fall way behind because they got a trolling Manhandla.
Yeah, that's one of the scariest parts of this run. I mean, this is a very difficult and volatile speed run, but in a race setting for the top players, this is probably the scariest part of the run, getting out of level 3 clean, and they both did it, so they're happy. TheDoctorBlue takes an intentional bop on the way in, so he must have lost his count somewhere. Honestly, I missed it, or maybe he didn't force on Manhandla. At any rate, he knows his count now, so he'll force on these Zols up here. Ooh. Scary fire pattern there for Doc, but he gets through it. He gets his bomb force.
Bomb force in breakfast room.
Yep, and he's going to be out of here, and he's going to be out of here at about 3:55-ish, and that is fast for a race. It's really pretty fast for anything, especially fast for a race. But Doc is right. He's right there behind him. You know, he's only a couple rooms behind here. They're going to do a little high five through the doorway. Oh no! Oh no, he got his bomb. We're good. Doc will take that breakfast room. He will take it. They call it the breakfast room because it's filled with pancakes, man. And those pancakes are a pain in the butt. Pancakes
Doc
that
not
take...
low here by any means. Just JSR is blazing out of this 3 and 4.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, he's right here. This is just the beginning. We're just getting going, and you know, any sort of minor slip up, and Doc's right on him. So this fight right here, JSR is fighting, is a two-headed Gleeok, which takes 16 hits with the white sword, or I'm sorry, wood sword. So it's a pretty crazy fight, and he just forces a bomb right there, which is not easy to do, especially in level 4. Essentially, that floating head takes damage on every frame. So if you drop a bomb, although it does no damage, it will rack up the bomb counter once every frame. So you can rack up a 10 count, store a bomb, kill the second head, and they call that a Gleeok bomb. And it's not easy to do, but JSR did it no problem.
And he made it look easy.
When you have 8 more hits after you drop that bomb to not get hit, and you had a flying head and fireballs in your face, so yeah, it's pretty impressive. All right, Bill's not too far behind. Or I'm sorry, Bill. Dr. Blue's not too far behind him. Well, as most people know.
Safely out of 4.
Yep. Love to see that. That's 4 is kind of the second gatekeeper. Kind of scary with that Gleeok fight and making sure you don't get bopped and lose count of your bomb count, and so that they're out is very good. Very good for both runners, and it's good for us because we should see a good match. Because this stretch right here from 1 until level 5, it's pretty chill part of the run. They're not going to gain or lose much time on each other, really, no matter what happens here. We're talking seconds, if anything. Especially with 2 high caliber runners like this.
Yeah, this is a lot safer. You're very unlikely to see somebody take a death in here. Where in 3 and 4, that's you see that even with top racers, you'll occasionally see a death. That's really scary.
Yeah, absolutely. That deaths in those dungeons happens. It can happen to anybody. There's zero doubt. Level 1, on the other hand, it has happened. But if it's happened, there's probably a video out there, because it should not happen. It should not. Not on this route, anyways.
Yeah, when you get that 5th heart container, you get a little bit of a buffer there. And nice fast Aquamentus for JSR. He's out of 1 safely.
Yep, we got a time of, what was it, about 7.2x, and which is very, very good. It's, you know, not bad for most people's PB attempts, let alone a race. So it's just he's cruising and he knows it. Now we're coming up to these desert scrolls, we call them. It's, you know, 3 left and right scrolls back to back, which, you know, I used to hate personally, but ooh, and JSR flubs up one of them. I don't really mind them anymore. I don't know if that counts as a commentator's curse or not. Yeah, see, chat says someone died in the 2015 tournament in level 1, and they're still talking about it 2 years later. That's what I mean right there. You should not die. Sorry to whoever that was, but yeah, you should not die on that split, especially at this level.
Dr. Blew cleanly through those desert scrolls. Nicely done there.
Yeah, gained a little bit of time there. First clean scrolls versus JSR a little bit, struggle a little bit. Scroll to screen on one, which I don't think messed up any spawns or anything. Doesn't look like it. I don't know. There's apparently some new guy that sub 30 recently. I don't know. Drew chat is talking about it. I'm not really sure what they're talking about, but whoever that was, G frickin' G, man. Bad jokes.
I was laughing.
And you laugh.
Offline. Kind of inside.
Oh dear. We'll see. We'll see what the Triforce grabs are here, but he's not too far behind. I mean, this level alone is only 60 seconds long, and they're in the same one. So nice, very very nice Moldorm pattern for Doc.
Yep, he's right on his heels. This is still anyone's game for sure.
Yeah, level 2 is one of those weird splits where it's not difficult at all, especially casually. But in the speedrun, there is a little bit of RNG involved. I should say a lot. Let's say an intermediate amount of RNG. And if you lose beams or things do weird stuff, time can add up over the split, and you can go fast or go slow and not even really know it. They both got through pretty cleanly, though, it looked like to me.
Yeah, common sentiment there. I've heard a lot of people say that they feel like they're losing time. They don't even really know why in level 2.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing. So yeah, well, I was going to answer a question in chat. It looks like John Tabin is on it, talking about how they killed the Dodongo. Dodongo dislikes smoke.
John Tabor, our resident expert on all things D1 speedrunning.
He knows a couple things. He does know a couple things about this game. I will say that. Also the leader of the admin team in this tournament, and has been doing a phenomenal job. Get him a quick shout out there. He's kind of the glue that holds it all together. So if you see him, thank him.
Yeah, the admins have done a phenomenal job running this tournament. You as well. Like, everybody's just doing a bang up job. This tournament's running really smoothly. Everyone's having a good time.
Absolutely, I think it's going very well. I just hang back. I had the idea, let's do this, and then sit back and watch Jess and John do all the work. JSR gets a fairy explosion in the Olive Garden, which we should probably say the Olive Garden is the toughest part of this room. It's 6 dark nuts, and it takes 8 hits apiece on the wood sword to kill him. So you need to bomb, and you need to force bombs. JSR did not force bombs because he got a fairy. So what happened was, when you kill the Dodongo we were just talking about, it doesn't actually reset your fairy counter. It only resets your bomb counter. So when you smoke a Dodongo and kill him with your sword, you always force a bomb. If you don't get hit by the Dodongo, that resets your bomb counter to 0. So on the way to level 5, they're trying to get their count 7, 8, 9 so they can force a bomb. The problem is, JSR must have got hit in the snake room, in the last rope room, because if the fairy counter lines up just perfectly with the bomb counter, so essentially you're on 15, or he could have been on like 13, 14, or 15 because he killed 3 dark nuts at once. But if you kill the 16th dark nut with the bomb, then it will drop fairies every single time. So it kind of cancels. It's a very rare thing that happens there, but it's very unfortunate when it does happen. Luckily, JSR still cleared their room with 2 bombs to spare, so really nice there.
Yeah, didn't lose a ton of time there. He got that quick smoked Dodongo to get his bombs back to max. So he's looking okay here.
Yeah, absolutely. He may even... This is more than okay. He may be leaving this level sub 14 right now. Hold on, he didn't lose the bomb to fairies? Oh, he got the bomb before that. Okay, just kidding. All right. Well,
I thought I saw a force there, but I figured you saw something I didn't.
no, you could always correct me. Even what do you? I didn't even. I just looked over and saw the fairies, so I figured that happened. So he got his bomb before he got the fairy explosion. So he was all right there.
That's trouble there for Doc. He got his bombs eaten by Dodongos.
Oh man! So all he has to do now is get out of here without dying, and there are backups. And he has 161 rupees, so he can buy bombs. But this is a scary fight. He's gonna farm here. Heart got beams back. He probably knows his global. Doc is huge on global counts. Oh man, that was a. If he gets out of here, he has options. But if he dies right here, he's in big trouble. Meanwhile, we should have said JSR had a sub 14 level 5, which is ridiculous in a race. What happened with the Dodongos? I didn't even catch it. Obviously, it's got trolled.
Yeah, one turned on him, and then he got one bomb. His last bomb got.
Oh man, that's the worst. Well, JSR has no rupees though, so he's gonna have to river force here. So he's building his count up. Oh, let's watch this Doc fight. This is make or break right here. He's got to get out of this fight. Typically, we would bomb. Oh, he got him. He's out. Good job. Well played. Typically, you drop a bomb before blowing the whistle there. So you get 4 damage on the Dig Dogger baby. So it only takes, 4 or 5, depending on if you get the buffered sword swing in. But in that case, I think it takes 8. John, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Or 10? 8 to 10 sword swings on the Dig Dogger baby. 8. There we go. 8.
Just start getting that river force.
Yep. You got it. Which, the last race I called, I talked about how difficult it was. And it is very difficult. But, famous last words, I think if you go in there with a good plan and you know how to dodge the bananas on the first 2 Guerrilla rooms, it's not as crazy hard as I thought. Well, you can find your way through the Guerrilla room.
Yeah, Doc is going to buy some bombs here. Probably a smart play.
Oh, yeah, he has to. He really doesn't have any other plays other than farming. Well, I guess he could have went right, and yeah, so he's gonna buy bombs here, and then I'm gonna guess he's also gonna go left in the first Guerrilla room. I don't know with him though, because he counts globals. So nope, just kidding. That's what he's gonna do. Count his globals and get a global bomb. As the Dr. Blue would say, count your globals, kid. But there are several backups in level 7 for bombs. Which you would hope, since the game requires you to bomb 7 walls to get to the end. Well, I don't know if it requires you, but the speedrun does. You know, JSR, is he gonna force bomb? Oh no. I thought he was gonna force bombs on the last Wallmaster for a second, but I think he must have miscounted there. I think that was his intention. The task mobble and farm. Yeah.
He didn't get a bomb there, so he's gonna be hoping for one at the start of level 6.
Yeah, on the positive side, he just saw a clock, so he does know, he should know his global to set up 2 chances and what they call the chapel. So the first room in level 6 is going to be a room full of red whiz robes, which do drop bombs, global bombs. And you can pretty much kill them all in one hit because there's a trick to make them all spawn right in front of you, and you just sword them down and they boom, go bye-bye. So... But it's not guaranteed. Even 2 global chances is not guaranteed. Trust me, it is not. I believe it's like a 66% chance, something like that, for 40%. I don't know. I don't know why I started talking numbers. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, Yeah, I think it's something like 65-70%.
Yeah, that sounds right. You'll notice something I want to point out with TheDoctorBlue. If you notice when he does menus, you don't hear the ding over to the item. This is because he is one of the few people I've ever seen do this. He explained it to me the other day, actually, where he's doing a buffer and mashing start, and if you do it frame perfectly, which he does pretty much every time, you will frame perfectly menu. So you don't hear that ding. So pay attention to that. Yeah, it saves frames, absolutely. It's faster. Not much, but over the course of a run, you may save a quarter of a second. Well, it depends on how fast your regular menus are, I guess, too.
Now, Doc, since he got that bomb from the Moblin coming in, he actually has one bomb coming out, even though he didn't get any drops in 7 itself.
Yep, he entered with 8, so he's good for his one bomb. And here's a moment of truth for JSR here. And he gets it. He gets at least one global, so we're good. He's good to go. It's kind of bad news for Doc. There's still plenty of race left. Don't get me wrong, but that if he for some reason got shut out there, that would have given Doc the window he needs to get right back in it. He can still do it.
Yeah, that was a big drop for sure. Because if you don't get bombs before the first time you need them, it ends up losing about 40 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, depending on how good you are at going through, and you typically lose. Ooh, yeah, Doc. Well, he got through it. Doing what we call the world wrap here, which basically you scroll the world, you leave one side and come in the other. So you just go across the whole map within seconds. Yeah, see, chat saying he can save up to 5 seconds over the course of a run with his really good menus, which is fair. Yeah, I mean, especially if you like me sometimes, you'll just forget which way you're going and ding, ding, ding all around the place. Like, I mean, yeah, you can definitely some time to save there. You have to keep moving the direction. It won't work twice in a row. So, but there is a way around that. You can use diagonals too. So you can rotate between like diagonal down left for left, diagonal up right for right, etc. I just learned this the other day, so if I say something wrong. But yeah. Really, John? He told me that if you don't hear the ding, it's because you had a frame perfect mash or something. I don't know. Probably wrong. Usually am. Cool nonetheless. When I first started watching Doc, I was like, what happened to him? Like, oh man, he missed the menu. But he never did. Meanwhile, JSR is going into level 8, and he's fast, man. This is fast. He's on, let me see. Let me do this math. Is he on 28 pace? Yes.
And he's running against his PB splits too, so that's pretty impressive pace there. You missed that. JSR actually got 2 bombs in that last wire room, so that brought him up to full coming into 8. That was a big deal as well.
Yeah, and he is buzzing through the BL1, and gets a fairy to boot. He's on a mission right now, man. I mean, nobody's taking anyone lightly, but I think he kind of feels like maybe he has a little bit to prove now. Being not in the top couple seeds, and he is one of the best. So if that's his plan, he's proving it right now. He is just demolishing this game right now.
Yeah, I think he was kind of disappointed with his qualifiers. I don't think that really showed how well he can play this game.
For sure. And, it's with a lot of new runner hype, a lot of things going on. He's maybe felt like in the shadows or pushing the shadows a little bit, but there's no reason for him to be. If you're watching this run right now, you know why. And ooh man, he misses the force there on the Gliok bomb we were talking about earlier. Got a 5er, so honestly, I'm not going to pretend to know what that means. I don't know how he got a 5er right there, but
Yeah, I have no explanation for that.
Yeah, I don't think he's on 28 pace. Unless he has an absolute monster of a 9. But he is on a big sub 30 pace easily.
TheDoctorBlue into 8. He's not that far behind, but he's probably going to need JSR to take a death at this point to come back.
Yeah, JSR is going to have to take a death, which is, you know, it happens. Especially the one thing Doc I think does have going for him right now is that JSR is on such a good pace. This is not going to be one that he wants to let off the gas. I feel like he wants to put an exclamation point on this run right now as a statement sort of thing. So I don't like, if it was me and I was him, I'd be chilling out right now. But that's me, and I'm me and he's JSR. So I got a feeling he's gonna go pedal to the metal right here.
Yeah, definitely. He probably had enough of a lead there if he wanted to grab a potion just to be super safe. He could have, but I don't think that's the style.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Maybe if this was a game 3 and his race life was on the line, type of thing, but or maybe not even then. Who knows? But right now, I think 28 is still actually in the cards. Got gritted there a little bit, but he recovered nicely. Really nicely. Very nice next room, they call it. 9 is filled with very hard combat rooms. It is filled with hard combat rooms. It's pretty much a non-stop gauntlet of even the rooms that you don't have combat in or hard. Clipping through Patra 2A, coming out of Patra 2A or 2B, going through Patra 1, reverse clip. I mean, this clip right here. It's just there's a lot of stuff going on. He fails the 3 o'clock clip, but gets the backup really fast. And he is absolutely on 28 pace right now.
Yeah, the other thing about 9 is that almost everything hits you for 2 hearts.
Yeah.
You're on Green Tunic, and you can
damage will stack up quick.
In a very short period of time.
Man, this last red Wizzy gave him problems. Otherwise, it'd have been a really good reverse C, and it was still a good room. So 28 is not likely here. You'd have to have a pretty much, no, it's not. But he's going to be a very, very low 29 here if nothing goes wrong. Meanwhile, Doc is into level 9. I mean, this is a close race. It's just, what do you do if you're a Doc Blue here? JSR is just flying. And he got the reverse clip, which was the last kind of difficult thing in this run here. With this much health, he's pretty much cruising from here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Doc, you just got to do your best and hope that that's good enough. But
yeah,
when JSR's playing like this, he's going to be very tough to beat by anybody in this tournament, really.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, once we get into rounds 2 and 3, you gotta you're gonna just have to play well. It's that simple. There's so much talent in this tournament. It's unbelievable. He does have a pretty good trap room, which is the last major combat room before Patra 3. It is the last combat room period before Patra 3. But I still think 28 is going to be tough here. You'd have to go fast Patra, which, I don't know, man. It is not impossible, though. You'd have to have a really, really, really clean Patra fight here. Even then, I don't think it's, we'll see.
He does go for fast Patra.
Oh, and he got it! And a fairy to boots! He's still not going to make it, though. He's going to be just short, man. Yeah, there was really... He was too far behind there. even with that great back half. He's going to be a OX here, so he doesn't die. And he's got the stun lock. Ganon is dead. Get your GGs out for JSR. Almost pulling a 28 off in a race, but it's going to be a low 29. No. It's going to be a low 29. Oh, well, it depends on whose timer's right, I guess, huh? Well, on his splits, he has a 29 flat.
I'm looking at his splits, and that was a late split for sure. That's close to a 28.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you know, as far as the race are concerned, the race time timer is king. So let's see what that says.
29:02 in the race.
29:02 in the race room. So that was very,
Either
very
way,
close.
great race there for JSR.
Oh yeah. So I mean, we'll say 29 flat. We'll say it. Meanwhile, TheDoctorBlue is still hammering away, man. He's not too far behind. He's on pace for a really nice race time here too.
Yeah, he's playing well here.
He is. TheDoctorBlue on paper would be a PB for him, a 29 flat. He would have had the PB to tie, but he does have an offline run of 28s, which, you know, we know no VOD, no did, but you know, we know he said he did it, so he did it. So he's capable is what I'm getting at here. But he'd had to basically PB to hang with JSR on this one. He had a nice patch at well, started off nice. He's gonna be just about 2 minutes behind, it looks like, with a low 31. And the pig is dead. Get your GGs out for the doctor. I don't know what that meant. Heck of a game one, man. Heck of a game one. And as we know, there's still one or two left. TheDoctorBlue is going to regroup, try to take game two and force a game three. Your thoughts on that one, Bill? It's pretty good.
Yeah, great race there. JSR just killing it there. It's going to be very tough for Doc to overcome if he's going to play like that the whole race.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, him getting the manip didn't help, obviously. That kind of slingshotted JSR ahead from the beginning, which is a scary place to be. Behind in a race to JSR is not a fun place to be. So we'll see how level 3 on the next one goes. You know, this could flip-flop, and Doc could very easily hit one, or they could both hit one, you know? But great race one. Let's see if they're going to go right away. See, do. Looks like they're just going to take a quick sec here. Just taking a peek on into the race room. It looks like they're going to be going pretty quickly here, so we should have some action firing right back up. We've seen two matches go to game 3 now. We had a green Mario and 2 orange go to game 3, and then wasn't it last night? Didn't we just have a game going? I'm brain farting here. Oh, Antlers. Yeah. Antlers and Ryu went to game 3. I believe that was last night. We're just waiting on the runners to get ready here. Just going to take a quick restroom break, it looks like, and grab a quick drink. And we'll be right back watching these two guys go. We'll let you know when the timer starts clicking down. All right, and the clock is ticking, everyone. Got about 14 seconds, and they're going to be pressing start again, and we're going to be off to the races for game number 2. I don't know about y'all, but I'm stoked. I got a feeling Doc's going to come back hard here. So we got a little, pretty in sync. It's like JSR is maybe a half second ahead, which shouldn't be a big deal. See about these manips again. They're both scrolling fast enough this time. See if they both hit it. Looking on JSR side, let's see if he gets anything. Oh, he got it again! He got steak sauce again. Oh, and Doc gets 4 swords. They're both on a manip right now. They're both on it. What a treat. What a treat. Let's see if they can both execute. And they both execute. This is the first. This has got to be the first ever. Ever. There's no way this has happened before. At least in a... Oh, TheDoctorBlue's off a manip. He must have lost frames somewhere. So he got the first bomb through a manip. But JSR is still on, I think. Yep, he is still on. And he's still on for Manhandla as well. Doc's off. JSR's on, I think. No, I think JSR's off of Manhandla manip.
That first bomb is still a big deal, though.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. So JSR gets it basically to the raft, so he gets his bomb and gets to the raft real fast. Doc got his first bomb through a manip, but then I think he lost frames in the first factor because that keys pattern was. Doc does a slightly different variation of the manips. It's all the same patterns and frame rules, but just because we don't all have to do it the same way. JSR is walking like he's still on the manip. He must be still on it. This is just not a manhandle manip I'm familiar with. Yeah, he's walking like he's still on it. So if he takes a bot from this manhandler on purpose, we know he's on. And he did. He's on. He is on. Let's see how far JSR can take it. He can actually manip as far as the raft and beyond, really, but I believe, or the ladder, I'm sorry. I believe the ladder is the farthest that he's ever gotten it in a single sitting. And I think he's on right now. He's definitely on. That's wild. But this part is even beyond my manip knowledge. So what he's doing now, he has to get to level 4 in time for another audio cue. So he's going to be chilling at the door here for a second. Oh wait, no he's not. He's walking frame perfectly. My mistake. So he'll walk straight in. This is wild, man. I'm pretty sure he's still on it. I just I don't do the ones all the way to the ladder because I'm not a madman.
Yeah, this is something to see for sure.
Oh, he's off. Okay, well, he's definitely off now if he wasn't. Yeah, but still, yeah, he made it all the way into level 4, I believe. Meanwhile, Doc is right behind him. We're over here geeking over these manips, and Doc is right on his tail. Yeah, it said in chat. Yeah, Antlers. I don't obviously I don't take him that far. So after Manhandla, I was just hoping. Doc is no slouch at all, but he's taking some unfortunate bops here in 4 already. Man, hopefully he knows his count here because this bomb situation is no bueno. JSR just flies through the breakfast room. He's gonna have like a 352-ish ladder, which is stupid fast. Doc does know his count. It's 2 right here, which you can't really do anything with. So he's just going to have to do some sword work here. Oh no. Oh no, what is he doing? Doc, I'm not sure what his plan is here, but he used an extra bomb that had to be an accident. Because he now does not have enough bombs to finish this level with a bomb. He can get to Gleeok still. He can still get there. But then you'd be leaving level 4 with no bombs, which is a weird spot to be in.
Right, because then you can't bomb Heart Rock.
Well, you can't bomb 1 first.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. I was thinking ahead.
Well, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I
he
don't
forced.
know this route, so.
He forced coming out on the wire. So I don't know if that was an intentional plan, but whatever it was, it worked. Meanwhile, JSR is ripping through this Gleeok. And he has a little over a 5-minute level 4, which is fast. Man, this guy's playing with purpose. And then Doc is right behind him. Don't get me wrong, but Doc's got to be a little bit more careful here on this Gleeok fight. With no beams, you got to get up close and personal. And once you get out of rhythm here, you can start taking hits with the quickness. He does not want to take another hit. There we go. He's good. He's out. JSR with a 543 original entry into level 1. He's moving again.
Doc out with 8 bombs. It looked like he got both a forced and a global in the fire room there.
Yeah, he definitely. I think they're in chat. They're talking about the bomb out of on the Vires outside of the breakfast room. That had to be forced. Yeah, I mean it doesn't have to be, but yeah, he was killing Keese and stuff. So he had some sort of plan there. He might have intentionally bombed, used his second to last bomb or third to last bomb because he knew what his count was in there and just wanted to force on the Zols on the way out. So what do we, or the Vires, excuse me. Like a bubble bop right after the oh nope, and then yep, and that was definitely a global. Dang, got lucky. A little quiff action to save Doc, which yeah, because he can't really afford to take any major speed bumps here.
Yeah, and if he didn't get that, correct me if I'm wrong, if he didn't get that global, he would have had to bail out of 4 altogether, right?
He wouldn't have had to bail. Well, oh yes, you're right because he used that bomb, so they only had 1 left. I think. Yeah, he would have had to bail. 2 you can get out, unless you take the right route and skip. I think he would have had to skip. No, he would not have made it out. You're correct. Yeah, because you need to bomb 1 up in that room and 1 over, right? I don't know. Making me think on the fly. It's not good. He was definitely in bad shape. At the very best, he could have got out of level 4. And then he would have had to do all kinds of shenanigans and skip level 1 because he wouldn't have had a bomb for it. Barring, getting a global on the overworld. And there's only 1 blue guy in your way on that walk, so.
Well, both runners with healthy bomb counts coming out of 1, so that is good to see. JSR picks up part number 7. Proceeding to 2. Let's see if he gets this Armos. I'm gonna skip it for now.
Kind of figure with 22 rupees, I would probably have still gotten it in a race because it's me, but again, that's me. But I'm sure with his confidence level, doing it River Force, 22 should be plenty.
Yeah, that's the main consideration right there, the River Force. If you feel good about that, you probably aren't thinking about getting as much money.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, JSR is kind of just rolling through this level 2 here, like we talked about last run. Sometimes it can go really fast and smooth, and sometimes, Feels like you're in there for an eternity. Gets his bomb force from Moldorm. It's almost a very, very easy force there because there's 10 of those little guys and each one of them count on the Moldorm body as one on the consecutive. So you can walk in there with a 0 count and still force as long as you bomb the last one. So which almost all runners are gonna do, except when you're looking for money. Sometimes the guys will force 5ers there instead if the bomb count's okay, but again, this is not over. This is not over by any means. Doc is just a few rooms behind here, but he is short on money. He's gonna need a couple 5ers here. Yeah, and as pointed out in chat, Doc is not. He's usually team Armo, so I'm gonna assume that he's watching JSR and he sees the kind of pace that he's on, and he just knows he needs to make up time. And oh my goodness, terrible luck for TheDoctorBlue. He does not get the 5ers that he needs. He's going to have to pick up that Armos unless he gets a 5. Oh, well, now we have options. He could force a 5er in level 5 here, which he'll probably do. Not force, but there's a floor drop 5er in level 5. You just have to sword down a room full of Zols after the Dongo room. Let's see if he goes that route. I would guess that's what he's going to do.
JSR did hit the Armos on the way out, so that's an option for him too.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. But I think in the position that Doc's in, he'll probably, I don't know. I think that he'll skip it. Yep. I mean, he knows he has to make up ground here, so he might make some plays that are a little bit more aggressive than normal. But here's his best opportunity to make up ground, right here and right now. The next 2 minutes are crucial for Doc. He needs to have a really smooth level 5, and he needs the Olive Garden to do some shenanigans to JSR. Doesn't need, but this is a big opportunity to gain some time. He just flies through the Olive Garden again. There's not much Doc can do, He needs JSR to slow down a bit.
Yeah, one of the most high variance rooms in the whole game, if not the most high variance room in the game, especially for top runners.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely up there, if not the most. Actually, I think it was John Tabin that told me, JSR takes a bop. So he's not going to get a bomb force. But he's getting good patterns and he's dealing with them great. But I think one of the highest variance rooms in the game is actually the Gliok room in level 8. The boss of level 8. And I was like, when he said that, I was like, or wait, no, Triforce room. I'm sorry. Triforce room in level 8. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, it's a Triforce room. But because of the refill. All that time it takes for all those hearts to fill back up. I don't know if he said it was the highest variance room or one of the highest, one of the rooms with the biggest variance because of that. Which makes sense. JSR's some bad Dark Nut stuff going on here.
Doc definitely gained some time in that OG for sure.
Yep.
Not an amazing Olive Garden, but it was definitely better than JSR's.
Yep, he definitely gained time there. And JSR's got to be careful. He's one bop away from being in danger of death to Dig Dogger. See if the Dongos cooperate. Oh no! And JSR gets trolled. Oh, but then he gets broed. Bro went from troll to bro real quick. Second highest variance. Yeah, see, that's wild to think about. A Triforce room. So the Dongos were really mean to JSR to start, or the Dodongo, and then they just totally said, all right, dude, here you go. Get up out of here. And both lined up for the same bomb. If that ever happens, though, don't if they line up on top of each other, don't kill them both at the same time. You will not get both bomb forces. You have to kill one, and then wait a brief second and kill the other one, which JSR did. Not a free Dig Dogger fight here. Just got to be careful, and no problem.
And as you mentioned, Doc having to farm those Zols to make sure he has enough money.
Yep.
It's going to cost him a few seconds. But probably worth it to not have to rely on drops later on.
Yeah, and even with that, he still made up some ground here. He's only, I think JSR left at 14-15, which, by the way, is very fast. I would take that in a PB run. Easy. I mean, I wouldn't take that. That would be good. So Doc's going to be about, what, 40 seconds or 30 seconds behind? Wait, what was he at 15? 40 seconds behind. Oh, math. What are you doing? This is like first grader math. Come on. Come on, Yumi. Which, that's still in striking distance, man. He's still right there.
Yeah, it's definitely not over. So JSR building up a count, looking for that another river force.
Doc needs to do something too, because he doesn't have the rupees for arrows, and he just took a bop already. So I'm not sure what his plan in here is, except maybe to YOLO, which is a scary strat for a race. So here we go. JSR might just bust out the arrows. I don't know. If he's looking, he sees that he's ahead. I mean, it'd be a nice... Actually, the safe play would be to force, so you have bombs for... Perfect patterns for him. Oh, God, this is going to be a very fast room. Told you. Man. That's not good. If you're Team Doc, you don't want to see those type of rooms on the JSR side.
Yeah, he had the rupees for the arrows if he needed them, but he didn't need them. That was well executed. You know what this count was? 2 bombs. He was fast.
You can see Doc's trying not to get hit. I don't know what his count was, but he's either going to bomb away and hope for his globals work out, or he's going to stab away. He's going to stab away. This is going to take a lot of extra time here.
This is a safer play, though.
Oh, yeah, you have to in a race. You got to. It wasn't that bad. He did utilize a few arrows and got through it, you know? It was not so bad. Oh, Dig Dogger, please. See, Doc takes that bubble bop rather than the Dig Dogger bop. I want to take the half heart, not the 2 heart bop. Nice friendly Dig Dogger pattern for JSR here. He'll take those guys out, no problem. That room scares me way more than it should. Oh, JSR going for a smoke, and he gets lucky that he actually got trolled, but then the one above him came down and smoked himself. Oh, man.
Yeah, he got some help there when that other Dodongo came down. Ran right into the path of the bomb, so a little bit of a break there.
Yeah, it's the same story as in level 5. The Dongos saying nope and trolling them, and then immediately broing back. That's 2 times now, both in level 5 and level 7. That looked like they were going to be mean, and they immediately rectified themselves. Doc is still hanging in there, man. He's hanging on for dear life. He's really playing well. JSR cannot feel comfortable here. Any major mistake, and Doc is going to swing right by him. Not even necessarily a death. Well, he's probably going to need a death, but
he's keeping it close. He's playing well.
He is. But we have the magical sword grab coming up, so we can see exactly, we can sync them up and see exactly how far Doc's behind. They call that the 10-minute drill from Mags to Zelda. But if Rooslugs heard you say that, he would say stop calling it that. Call it the 9 minutes and 30 second drill, like it should be. But nonetheless, the name stays. It's called the 10-minute drill. So we'll see exactly where they're both at. JSR is definitely going to be sub 20. Yeah, and Doc's going to be a decent amount behind that. The old Rue quarter here. Oh no, you don't, Zola. You almost got what we call oil change there, but he's just parked next to him. But JSR recognized it and backed off. So this Rue quarter trick they do, basically that tricks the game into scrolling up a screen and left a screen from the intended target. So they whistled to 7, but because of the raft, I don't know the science behind it, but with the raft going up, it scrolls. It puts you at one screen north, east of where you want to go, or west, northwest. Man, I almost didn't mess it up.
It's one of the cooler tricks in this run.
Absolutely, and you can do it other places too. That's the one that's pretty much hardwired into the newest Kanana route. But I just found out recently that the old Kanana route that did not, Kanana route, aka Red Candle, whatever you want to call it, was not that much slower. It was only like a few seconds slower, which is kind of wild. But JSR gets bombs again in the chapel, so there's nothing really stopping him, man. There's really nothing in the way except for himself. So we'll see if he can keep holding Doc off. A little bit of struggle here in the magical breakfast one. This is now the magical breakfast because not only do we have pancakes in it, but we have magical wizards or wizrobes. So it's a magical breakfast. There's 2 of them in this level. Oh man!
Doc did not get a bomb in the chapel. Meanwhile, JSR gets all of the bombs.
This is not good, man. This is not good. Hopefully he knows his global. Even if he might have known it, but he did not get hooked up. This is very, very bad. He still has 2 more things to kill. We'll see if he kills him right away or... Oh no. Oh, he kills him on accident. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Well... Now we are most certainly going to need a JSR death.
It's what we like to call the Gliak of Shame. That's where you have to do this reroute to get an extra key and go around that bomb hole.
Yep, very unfortunate. As Bill was saying earlier, it's going to cost you about 40 seconds, give or take. To do this reroute, and it's going to screw up your spawns. It's going to make things a little weird, leaving this level that we're not used to, and it's also going to change your spawns in level 8. But the biggest thing is the 40 seconds, man. 40 seconds he did not have to give. Now I wonder at this point if JSR is going to think about grabbing Potion if he gets through level 8 clean. He does get a clock here, but yet if you're playing a JSR that's playing well, you need a little bit of love, not terrible luck like that.
Yeah, he's gotten unlucky if anything. He did get the 1 bomb drop, but he's still short.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of problems right now. JSR does not seem to be taking a foot off the gas at all. Like I was saying earlier, I don't think. I won't say that. I think he's trying to go as fast as he can. And it's showing. Nice first bomb. You got probably a good... at least 12 damage there on that first bomb. Probably more like 16. I think he got 4 of them. Well, Doc is out of 6, which is not easy to do with a Gliak of Shame. A lot of extra rooms for damage, a lot of weird patterns, so you kind of got to slow down and make sure you get through it. And he got through it, He's still right here. Well, if JSR keeps his foot on the pedal and something, God forbid, something bad happens in 9, JSR does get his Gliok bomb this time. Yeah, right. Mentioned in chat that the silver lining here would be not having to play Antlers. But I mean, Antlers and JSR, I mean, what's really the... You know, their PBs are within seconds of each other. Antler's been probably playing more lately, but I wouldn't want to play either one of these guys. JSR is not going to get potion from where... Yep, he's going to go. Which I could have guessed. He is definitely still on sub 30 pace.
Yeah, that was a pretty fast 8.
Doc has a pretty clean Blue Lagoon 1. He does get a bomb here, so, you know, it eliminates one of his many problems. You can see he's kind of going wild here. Oh, no. That was kind of a, you know, a reach-in death. You can't blame him. You can't blame the guy. He had to go fast. Like,
yeah, that was pretty clearly I'm way behind. I need to get something going here. And, I'm taking a fortunate death.
yeah, and you know, it's if you can get through it the second time, it's it's not a huge time loss, but it's getting through it with 3 hearts is rough, man. Imagine he's gonna keep at it though. He's gonna probably go build a Accountant here, I'm guessing. Get a key. Or I'm interested to see what Doc's gonna do right here. An alternate route. I don't know. JSR has lost a few hearts. Oh, he accidentally unlocked the door. I see. So he must. Last time he was in here, he must accidentally unlocked the door to the right. There should be locked. So he needed to get that key in order to have enough keys to finish. All right, Doc should be out of here. Yeah, he should be able to get out of here. Now the second thing he needs is for JSR to take a death at 9. If he does, then Doc's in the driver's seat. But JSR's not looking like he's going to be dying anytime soon. Oh, and he gets a fairy. Oh, did he force that? Oh, he had to. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious! And JSR just completely destroys the reverse C. I mean, it's about as fast as you can do it.
Yeah, that is the pattern you'd love to see.
I mean, that pattern, yeah, that's
line up like that.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's the God pattern. Even the readies too. I mean, that's it. JSR is a reverse clip away from this match, I think. And there it is. Well, you never know. I've seen one guy die to gain in with beams in this tournament already.
I mean, yeah, Ganon can do a ton of damage in a hurry if you're not careful.
You know, GG to Doctor, man. Not that it's over, just good job on. You know, he's fighting. He's trying to pull back. He's doing everything in his power to try to pull back.
Yeah, a lot of people would have just forfeited it if they died there in 8, but he's keeping at it. So credit to him for that.
So, JSR, all he has left... Ooh, he almost got Red Wizzy right there. Good grief. That'd be 4 hearts down. But all he has to do is walk through this basement, kill Patra 3, and that's going to do it. If he succeeds. He's got the grayscale swag. He's doing fast Patra. What is this guy doing? Oh my gosh. No way. That's its own form of swag right there. Gonna do is catch Ganon, get him all stunned up, and he's got him. Ooh, he lost him, but he got him back. Okay, all right. That's gonna do it, folks. Get your GGs out for JSR. It's gonna be another fast finish. That's another sub 30. Unofficially 29:33. Just cruising tonight, man. Like I said, he was felt like he was on a mission. Poor Doc played his heart out. See if he's gonna finish it up here to end his tournament time in 2023 on a high note and go kill the pig, man. Go kill it. Let's get him, Doc.
Yeah, Doc definitely played well tonight. It's just JSR was on his game for sure.
Yeah, I don't think with him playing like that, there's much that Doc could have done, to be honest. Yo, and we have the man in the studio now. Yo, what up, dog? GG.
Thank you so much, Yumi. How you guys doing?
We're good, man. We're good. We were just watching that craziness. That was fun.
It's always fun racing this game, man. I cannot. This is like addictive. The adrenaline rush you get racing Z1, man. It's so good.
I don't think with him playing like that, there's really is, man. I was saying, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I was saying during the race that it felt like the studio you were playing with purpose tonight. You were playing on some sort of mission, like, yo, look who's back, dog. Like, you ain't thinking about me? Well, you better start thinking now. Type. We were just watching that craziness. That was fun. You were flying, man.
At the end of the day, I mean, you've got to put up the times to beat anyone. You know what I mean? And like, Doc is somebody that I greatly respect. Not only because of how good he is at the game, but just him and I go back for years. We've been friends for years. It's like I say in my
you were playing with purpose tonight.
File names. The entire concept of the Manip was inspired by DoctorBlue.
You ain't thinking about me? Well, you better start thinking now.
He's always been supportive of me. I've tried to be supportive of him, and he's an opponent that you don't take lightly, and I'm very grateful to finally have the chance to race him. I greatly respect, not only because of how good he is at the game, but just him and I go back.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think we're having audio issues. Hold on one sec.
Here, I got you. I just muted everything on my end.
Oh, is that you? Okay.
Yeah, I usually unmute so that my chat can hear it, but I didn't know they were still on my audio, so we're good now.
Oh, got you. All good. So yeah, I don't know. I think that was all pretty much heard. But yeah, we were talking about the relationship that you and Doc have at the beginning of the race. So it's got to be cool to kind of get to go head to head with someone like that. Especially you definitely can't underestimate Doc. He's been playing. DoctorBlue's been playing really well, but he just went too fast, man. He just not much he could do. He just went too fast.
I definitely feel like something switched in me over the prep over this last week. I mean, I did not have a good qualifier session for this tournament, and although I raced well last week, I know I'm capable of hanging with anyone. That's my goal. I don't necessarily want to win the whole thing. I mean, obviously everyone wants to win the whole thing. You know what I mean? But like, that's not necessarily my goal. I just want to compete. I just want to be competitive. I want to give everyone a good race and a good show. And it doesn't matter who I'm racing. I'm always going to take my opponent that way give them the utmost respect, because this game is great, this community is great, and I owe it so much. So
for sure, man,
to be here competing in this tournament again is like really awesome. I'm really, really grateful for all the folks behind the scenes and Next Gen that got this thing together.
Yeah, man, it's been fun. It's going to be fun. Talking about always going, hard and respecting your opponent. We noticed that, were you watching the restream? Did you know where Doc was or nah?
No, I peeked at Silver Arrows just to see how hard I had to go. But then I got that fairy, so I was like, I'm gonna do Fast Patra.
Yeah, that was wild, man. That was wild. Because we just thought you were ahead. Go ahead.
Because I was a little nervous going into 9 than the second race. It's funny because the first race I wasn't nervous at all. But in the second race going into 9, when I got that weird pattern in the river room, I was like, I didn't want to lose my count, and I got nervous. I was like, I don't want to mess up. Just take a breath. It's fine to lose 3 seconds here. Let's just figure out what's up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a wuss, because if I see myself having a buffer, I'm probably thinking about that potion. But I was telling chat when you were running, there's no way my guy's getting potion. He's gonna go. And not only did you go, but you're dangerous, man. Doing Fast Patra and like 0 cares. It was like, well, that's confident right there. It's confidence, I think.
I mean, it's kind of the situation like if you lose race 1 and you've got a big lead going to 9, I'll probably grab the potion in that scenario because obviously if you die in 9, then your tournament's over. But any other situation, I'm pretty confident in I've put in the work that even if I get like a bad room and end up at low health, I have a strat to get out of all of that situation. So it's like if I die in 9, it's my fault almost every single time. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And then we are joined also by Doc, the Dr. Blue. What's up, man? GG.
Hey, thanks for the good game. Good games, JSR. Was quite the
Good
match.
game, Dr. Blue. Oh man, GG, dude. I was just saying how awesome it was that we got a chance to race in a tournament. And it was an honor. I just wanted to tell you that, man.
Same to you. You're one of the many Z1 folks that got me on my first 2 feet onto this speed running thing. Really, in general, because Zelda 1 was and is like my first and just about only speed game right now. I've dabbled in others, but still, it's like 2018 is where it all began, and it was like you and the crew.
Mm-hmm. It's always nice to have like all the old school guys and the new school guys in this thing, and like just to see the I'm sorry, I'm still have a little bit of adrenaline, so my brain ain't working great yet. But the congruence of all the different communities coming together for a tournament, like that's why having it taken 5 years between tournaments, man, that's too much. I'm so grateful that y'all put this on. I'm having a blast.
Same here, and I hope the trend continues too, because this was my first tournament. I wasn't in the 18 one, but I'm very much looking forward to the next one.
Oh yeah, we ain't stopping. We're gonna keep. These are too fun, man. We're gonna keep going.
JSR, how was your manipulations on the second run?
Got steak sauce again. I actually got it out of 3, but
awesome.
I was fighting myself. I was like, I want to, because I have routed it to the ladder. I've never gotten it all the way to the ladder. I've gotten it into the breakfast room, but I was arguing with myself on whether I should go for it. And I screwed up on the screen with the moblins. There's a different strat for every pattern, and I went to the wrong tile. So I just said the heck with it and went. But to get the manip twice in a row is pretty cool because I've never done that. Like I've gotten the manip, but never even gotten it to manhandle in a race except for in the one qualifier. So it's kind of cool. Did you happen to get any of them?
Well, the first race I back scrolled on the way to 3, so no dice there. But the second race I actually got 4 swords, which I turned to the internet, and I did get the bomb in the first room, but folks probably noticed I didn't continue the pattern because I saw myself get gridded and I knew I lost a frame. So, but I did get past the first factor, which is like, to me, more than half of the benefit of it, getting past that first one. The second one, I find the 5 dark nuts can like usually kind of line up, sorta, even if you get off by a couple frames. But I was glad to get it because that was my first, I guess, halfway manip in a race where I actually carried it through the first room.
It's a really big like load off your shoulders when you get the manip in a race because like I don't know, I can't speak for other runners, but I get nervous before every race. The adrenaline is just something I fight, and to nail the scrolls, and you're sitting in front of 3, it almost feels like this big as you go into 3, like, all right, as long as I execute, I got this. And because I mean, going into 3 without the manip is always, it doesn't matter who you are, that's always scary. It's in a race because anything can happen.
Yeah, and something almost did happen that first one. I squeaked by manhandle with like half a heart, but I made it out, so I was happy about that. In the second race, 4, I was playing catch up in level 4 because I screwed up my bombs in breakfast and I left with 2, but I was able to force a bomb, leaving NSU on the remaining Vyers, so I was set there. And I had your stream open too, kind of keeping tabs every now and then on where you were compared to me. First race, it was kind of going after 5 because I had all kinds of shenanigans to deal with. Exiting 5 and 7, had to buy bombs and kill moblins for bombs, but second time around, it was not nearly so bad. How'd your recorder room go in the second race?
It wasn't great. I came in with an 8 count and got bopped immediately, so I had to use all 6 of my bombs. Luckily, I minimized the damage. I felt like for what it was fine.
Nice.
But,
yeah, I had a pretty decent recorder room, and then post 5, I noticed I was like, you were like midway through shopping, and I was just getting to level 4. I'm like, okay. My guess was something happened in recorder room because I had a pretty decent 5 that go around.
Mm-hmm.
I
I also I got bopped by the Gib, or was that in the first run? One of the runs I got bopped by a Gibdo, but I ended up having to smoke. Oh, I got Choldongoed. I knew it was gonna happen. I got Choldongoed, so I had to go and farm the Dodongos.
Yep.
But like, luckily I got a 2-for-1 special, so I was kind of nice.
Sweet.
But
Yeah, I ran out of bombs into that triple Dodongo room the first race, and that's what set me on my setting sail for fail there. But I made it through, relatively speaking, so I'm not too bummed about that. It just happens. Now the second run, where I had to visit the Gliac of Shame, that was something else. Because as most are probably aware, I do track my globals. So in the chapel, I had 2 chances. In the Magical Breakfast 1, I had 1 chance. And the room right after, I had 2 chances, but an orange Wizrobe teleported right in front of me when I was trying to kill a blue one to align it, and so that was no go. And so I had to, take the Walk of Shame. But in 8 I died twice after that, but it was pretty much over at that point, so it was whatever. And 9 went okay. I died to Ganon, but I was kind of pushing it, and the race was long over anyway, so that's why I didn't finish that one out after I died.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Yumi.
Nothing. I was just gonna say that. I was talking about you and globals. I was like, I know this guy knows his global. I see he's killing them in certain orders. I guarantee you, he knows his global. And I started counting all the. I was like, man, this is like some silly bad luck. But really quick, because everybody was laughing at me. Not everybody. Some people were laughing at me in chat. You guys were both on Manip together on the second race. Mm-hmm. And I was like freaking out, like, oh, dog, this has got to be the first time ever. This has got to be the first time. Like, there's no way this has happened before. And I just getting all excited. So that was cool to see. I mean, like Doc said, he came off of it pretty quickly. Some grit in there, but it was pretty cool to see you both nail it in the 2 patterns. And I got pretty hyped. But yeah, that was cool.
Oh, before the races, I was saying to JSR, I was like, one thing I hope that happens is that we both get Manip on the same race. So I'm very happy that cool. Happened.
Has that ever happened before? I mean, somebody's got to... I mean, I'm sure there's been multiple Manips in a race, like in the qualifiers, but I don't know if I recall ever seeing both runners get the Manip in a race. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, like, it's relatively new, I guess, like, overall speaking. In the last tournament was pre-Manip. So, and I don't think it was around for the multi-category tournament either, if I'm remembering right.
No, we discovered that right after that tournament.
Okay, yeah, so this will be the first tourney with it possible, and we've had just a handful of one-on-one matches, so it probably was the first one.
I also wanted to mention, not only did Doc inspire the work that led to the manipulation, but Doc also helped me get into global counting. I mean, as you were mentioning, Yumi, like, I didn't count globals till Doc set me up with... I use a very antiquated version of what he uses, but it works for me. And that has helped transform my runs as well. So I genuinely owe a big thank you to Dr. Blue for a lot of my improvement over the years, because I was the stubborn guy who was like, I'm not going to do any global counting. I'm good. Now I live and die by it. It's saved me so many times, including tonight. So
I feel so blind whenever I lose my count or I stop tracking for whatever reason. I'm like, I don't know anything anymore. I don't know what these enemies do, what they have, whether they're treasures. Who knows? Just wait until I see a clock or an A fairy or something to get back on track.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, Doc tries his heart out, man. I'm the old you, like he helps me out with sending me the stuff for live split and do globals. And I think when I think it's at one point he's like, okay, he's not going to do it, but I feel it, man. It's definitely very important, and you see it play a big role to get to these higher levels. So gonna have to join the club, I suppose.
Yeah, you got your sub 30 out of the way. Now it's time to start gaming.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using big boy strats, huh?
I'll tell you, Yumi, once you get used to it, you'll never go back, and it saves so many runs, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's like it's as effective as the Manips in 3 in terms of getting runs going, or in the case of the Globals, continuing runs. Pre-Manips, it was, set in level 3 for however long, like the top runners that need just like absolute good times leaving 3. It's like, oh yeah, sit there for 20 minutes, up to an hour in some really bad cases where you just can't get good patterns going in. But with manipulations now, runners can do all kinds of crazy stuff because they know if they get back in level 3, the jail door's unlocked. You just have to walk right through it. A couple runs, get on manip, and you're pretty good at that yourself at this point. with, who cares if I have to, go back to level 3, because I can just minute my way out in a few tries.
Yep, I'm glad I don't live in that, or I lived, but didn't play in that old age, man. That sounds awful. That sounds awful.
It was a different time. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Oh, sure. I played during that era myself, but I didn't have nearly a good enough time to warrant resetting out of 3 all the time. So I just went pretty much no matter what my time was. My most recent PB even has I think a 216 level 3, which is not a manipped level 3 by any stretch. It's still a good 3, but that's a 29 1x right there. So for anybody out there thinking you need to get a 20x or something, or else you have to stay in 3, that's absolutely not the case. Wait until you're chasing low 29, high 28s before you're really caring about that number, because there's 8 other levels in the game that you got to chase after and get a lot of runs under your belt at in order for that early good start to really come into play for you.
True words. I can attest. True words.
I'll get off the soapbox now.
I was you had to take you had it, man. I knew I was going to come up at some point in this interview. I just knew it.
Well, I'm really excited for my next race. Just like TheDoctorBlue, Antlers is somebody that I've been friends with for a long time, and seeing him come up and not only get really good at the game, but pop me at one point, and is one of the more dangerous opponents in this tournament, and is one of the ones that I was kind of thinking if I had to pick a winner, he was one of the few names I would throw out there. And I've never raced him in vanilla either, outside of just pickup races. So I'm stoked for that, and I think it's going to be a hell of a race.
This division was not an easy one. If I somehow won today, I'd have to go from JSR to Antlers, across, this part of the bracket. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, not a very fun road. But it's
exciting though.
Yeah, now you can just sit back, hang back and watch these guys go at it. Which was funny, JSR read my mind. That was my final finishing up question was, so we got Antlers next week. How do you feel? But you already answered it, man. So I don't know. You guys, yeah.
He's good, man. He's good, and I will do my best to bring it as I would with anyone. And I expect it to be a barn burner, and I know he's going to bring it. So next race should be pretty hype for sure.
Absolutely, nobody wants to miss that one. I don't care what I'm doing. I'll be right there. But cool, guys. Well, I think we pretty much wrapped it up. Bill over there, man. Anything else you wanna add or throw in before we kind of start wrapping this bad boy up?
Yeah, I just want to say GG's to both runners. That was an exciting race. Seeing both runners get at manips, that was really cool to see. And it's really inspiring as a new runner to see you guys go at it and give us something to aspire to. Us folks who were just starting out. Really, the level of skill in this tournament is unbelievable, and it's just going to get better as we go on. So I'm really excited about watching the rest of this tournament.
Appreciate that, and thank you both for the commentary, and ZSR for the restream. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, I look forward to listening back up to it.
Yeah, it's probably an entertaining one for sure. I recommend, but alrighty, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks for joining. They will tell you what the next one is because I'm bad mod and don't know, but we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, see you later. Good night. Bye.
So we're gonna raid on over to Blessed Be, who's doing Zelda 1 randomizer right now. So that's where we're gonna head. And yep, again, thank you to the runners, thank you to the comms, thank you to everyone coming out, and have a good day.